Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, in this tutorial I wanted to show you a stitch that you can do a headband. You can change colors. You can do a neck warmer, a hat, a basket, a bag, whatever you want to do. Well, for this we have to work in rounds. Yeah. So you can do with headbands with changing colors, whatever you want to do, or just plain color. But I'm gonna show you just how to do with a plain color. It's really nice, really fast. It goes really fast, this one. It's gonna eat some yarn, this one. So for a headband, I think doesn't take that much. Yeah. And you can do a hat, for example, with this one. With this stitch. This hat is for like I don't know, 2-3-year-old kid. And in here to have this we have to decrease. Yeah, it's very easy to decrease with this stitch. It goes really fast. So if you like to make this this like a hat or a headband, wait, no, it's fine. The foundation chain, here the foundation I did it with the double crochet foundation. Yeah. Okay, well, let's show you the stitch. And where now, where is it? Here. In here I join. Yeah, you can barely see it. Yeah. Well, this stitch you will have to chain even numbers of chains or stitches. I'm gonna show you how to do the foundation single crochet, and I'm gonna work with a 4.5mm crochet hook. And this chain, foundation chain, you can use for hats, for neck warmers, for scarf, for whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter if you're gonna work in rounds or flat. This foundation, it's really easy. Okay, so you're gonna do the knot the way you like, and we're gonna chain 2. So 1 and 2. We're gonna go back to the first chain that we did, and we're gonna pull up a loop, yarn over, pull the yarn through the first loop, yarn over, pull the yarn to the last 2. So this is the line that we're gonna go. It's this one. I don't know if you can see. So you go through that line, pick up a loop, pull the yarn through the first loop, pull the yarn to the last 2, and this is the line that we're gonna go. It's this one. You go through that line, pick up a loop, pull the yarn through the first loop, yarn over and pull the yarn to the last 2, and you're gonna do like this. And with this stitch we have to do even numbers. Yeah, so I have already 20 stitches here I worked. Yeah, so after you chain for a, I don't know, if you want for a hat, then you're gonna do this chain and you're gonna put it around your head and make sure that it's not too loose, because with this stitch, when we start to do the stitch, it's gonna open up a little bit the work. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit bigger, so make sure that you don't chain too loose. Yeah, so I have 20 even numbers. What we're gonna do, the way we do I showed you how to do the chain foundation. So this is the line that we're gonna go through, pick up a loop, leave the loop there, and now you're gonna twist this a little bit like that, and then make sure that this it's not twisted, and you're gonna go through this first one here. Yeah, the first chain that we did. So you're gonna go through that, you're gonna pick up a loop, and you're gonna take this loop and pass it through this first one here. Yeah, and then yarn over and pull the yarn through the last 2. And now we're gonna go to the first stitch, this one, and we're gonna pick up a loop, and then we do the slip stitch again. So you're gonna take this loop through this one, yeah? And now we're gonna do the stitch. We're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and in the same stitch, the first one that we did there, we join. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2, and we're gonna go back into the same stitch where we did this double crochet, and we're gonna do a single crochet, yeah? And from this moment forward until we finish this row, this is how we're gonna do. We're gonna skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do 2 double crochets into the same stitch, chain 2, and into the same stitch we're gonna do a single crochet, yarn over the hook, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do the same, 2 double crochets. So 1, go back again for the second double crochet, chain 2, and we're gonna do a single crochet into the same stitch, and we're gonna do like this, skip the next stitch, and into the next, 2 double crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet into the same stitch. So chain 2 and 1 single crochet into the same stitch, and we're gonna do like this, skip the next, and into the next we're gonna do the same, 2 double crochets into the same stitch, chain 2, and we're gonna go back into the same stitch and do a single crochet. So skip the next stitch, and in the next we're doing the same. If I move too fast for you guys that are beginners, please do slow down the speed of the video, and you will see what I'm doing, yeah? So skip the next stitch, and into the next, 2 double crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet into the same stitch. I'm gonna chain 2 and 1 more single crochet into that stitch, skip, and into the next stitch. It's a very easy stitch, but this one might eat some yarn. So I think for a hat it is not gonna take too much. Skip the next stitch, and into the next we're doing the same. Well, I like to leave the tail where we join the foundation chain, because I know where I start, but if you don't feel comfortable, you're gonna have to put a marker, yeah? So skip the next stitch, and into the next the same. This stitch has only 1 row repeat, forgot to tell. But it's very warm, this stitch, and looks very nice, especially if you change colors. So the last 2 stitches we're gonna do the same. We're gonna skip the next, and into the next one, the last one here, we're gonna do the same, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and a single crochet into the same stitch, the last one, chain 2, and a single crochet in there. So now we have the chain 3 when we start the row, the last row, the previous row. So we're gonna go on top of this 3rd chain, and we're gonna do a slip stitch. And now the fun starts every time. So now is the moment, for example, when you need to join, if you want to change colors, yeah? So you go into the chain, you pull up a loop, and now you come with the next color and you pass it, yeah? Okay, so now every time you do this with this stitch, you work with this stitch, you're gonna turn the work, you're gonna flip it like this, because it always has to be to your right, the chain 2 space, because in this 2 chain space we're gonna put those 2 double crochet and chain 2, yeah? So if you find yourself that you forgot to turn the work every time you start a new row, and the 2 chain space, it's to your left, that means you have to go back and redo it, yeah? So you're gonna turn this like this, so the 2 chain space has to be to your right. So we're gonna go into that 2 chain space. I'm not gonna chain anything, and you're gonna do a single crochet. This is how you're gonna do each row when you start. Yeah, chain 2, yarn over the hook, and into the same space, this 2 chain space, we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2, and now we have those 2 double crochet from the previous row. Now we're gonna do a, through the first double crochet, we're gonna do a front post single crochet. Yeah. So from now on it's gonna be easy. You're always gonna work through this 2 chain space and the first double crochet here. So you move to the next 2 chain space and you're gonna do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and you're gonna go to the first double crochet and you're gonna do a front post single crochet, and you move to the next 2 chain space and you're gonna do the same, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then you're gonna do the first, you see, this is the first and this is the second. The first one you're gonna pick up and you're gonna do a front post single crochet, and you move to the next 2 chain space and you're gonna do the same, 2 double crochets in there, chain 2, and a front post single crochet through that first double crochet. Move to the next 2 chain space and do 2 double crochets, chain 2, and now the double crochet here, the first one, we're gonna do a front post single crochet, and you move to the next 2 chain space and you're gonna repeat. And this is it. This is the row that you're gonna repeat on and on and on until you finish the row or the work. I'm trying to hurry up to show you again at the end when we start a new row. So we're gonna do a front post single crochet, move to the next 2 chain space and do 2 double crochets, chain 2, and a front post single crochet through that double crochet, and you move to the next 2 chain space and so on. You see, now you can see that the work is opening up, yeah, with this. The circle is a little bit smaller, so that's why I said make sure that you don't, if you are to do a hat, yeah, don't make it too loose, because this is gonna open up. I think this one it's nice to do a hat or a beret or whatever. So we kind of reach the end, the last 2 chain space of this row. So you're gonna go in there and you're gonna do the same, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and you're gonna do a front post single crochet through that first double crochet. And now at the end you have the chain here, so you're gonna go on top right there and you're gonna do a slip stitch, yeah, and now you're gonna turn this work, and now the 2 chain space, it's right here to your right, yeah. So you're gonna go in there, you're gonna do a single crochet, chain 2, because this chain 2, when you finish the row, you're gonna poke into this chain, this one on top, to join, yeah. So yarn over the hook, you're gonna go into the same space and you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2, and then you're gonna do a front post single crochet through that first double crochet, and now it's easy. You go to the next 2 chain space and you're gonna do 2 double crochets, chain 2, and this first double crochet you're gonna do a front post single crochet. So you move to the next 2 chain space, you're gonna do 2 double crochet, and so on. It's really easy. I think it looks really nice, yeah. So it looks like this, yeah. And you see that the circle is small and then it starts to open up, yeah. For example, for this, let me put Okay, it opens up. Yeah, this like I said, this is the double crochet foundation chain, but it looks so nice, this hat. And to do this, you're gonna have to depends for this hat, when I reach 12 centimeters I start decreasing. Yeah, so you decrease one row, the next row you're gonna do normal, the next row you're gonna decrease until you have like seven of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, 7 of those shells or whatever, and then you're gonna close the hat on top. Yeah, and it comes like this. Yeah, it's very easy. Like I said, you can do headbands, you can do hats, whatever you want. You can change colors, whatever you think you like to do. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.